Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Shania, and this is Evolve with Grace. And you can probably tell that I have a lot of energy this morning. That's because I'm having a moment of pure gratitude. Because at this very moment, I am standing upright. The tingles are mild. Thank you for watching this. This is my channel, Evolve with Grace, where I talk about all the things in life's evolution as women, as moms, as humans, as a person who loves other humans and connecting. I love connecting with other people. And I made this channel because I want to talk about things that impact us in life that maybe we don't have conversations about. I'm a true believer that women need a tribe of people that are free of shame, but the love is free, sharing thoughts, ideas, kindness, because Lord knows we need it. So, if you're new to the channel, I hope you get something out of these videos. I am a full-time working mom of 3 amazing humans, married to a great guy that I was lucky enough to find when I was 17 years old. I've been working in the same job for 27 years. I am also a certified coach, financial behavior specialist. Financial behavior specialist. I do mention things about money here on this channel, but I think I try to talk about everything. Everything. So let's have conversations. Please feel free to like my videos, to comment, put a heart emoji or a sunshine emoji today if you're watching this video. I appreciate it. Anyway, I want to talk to you about this moment of time. If you go back and watch any of my videos or my shorts, I talk about living in the moment. Trying to be more intentional with your moments and to appreciate and embrace the moment, because at any moment, things can change like that in the blink of an eye. If you watch my last video, I was seated. Today, I'm standing. I have something called foraminal stenosis in my lumbar spine, which causes me to have horrible pins and needles tingling down my back, my legs. Sometimes it radiates to the side of my back, causes my butt to be numb. It's just my feet to be numb. It's not fun. Today's video is about a topic that I want to touch upon because it matters in all stages of life. I don't care if you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. Hopefully, if you're in your mid-50s or around my age, that this is not so much of an issue for you. Every time something happens to me, I take it as a learning experience. Or it happens with me, I take it as a learning experience. And when you're younger, the elders, the people that are older than you, tend to give advice and say things like, enjoy it now because things get harder when you get older. Lose weight now because it's harder when you're older. Appreciate your time with your kids because it goes by so fast. Boy, all of those things are true. So if you're young and you're watching this, yeah, there is meaning behind all of it. And when you're young and you think you have the world in front of you, your future in front of you, and nothing but time to explore life's circumstances, you don't really take that advice the way that it is probably portrayed to you, given to you, fed to you. So, 2018, I broke 3 bones in my ankle on a girls' trip to Martha's Vineyard. I don't drink. I've never had a drink. So I wasn't drunk when I broke 3 bones and tripped over some tree roots. Yeah, 6 months, no walking, laid in the chair. And I can tell you the time leading up to my vacation, I was probably one of those people who sat at work and was like, oh my gosh, this job is so annoying. Oh my gosh, the people drive me nuts. You know, all the things that we do when we work with other people. But I can tell you, in those 6 months that I could not walk, all I wanted to do was to go to that job, because that job was signified my normalcy. It was a picture of my life in its day to day, and boy did I crave that day to day, right? So here I am. I knew that I have degenerative disc disease back in 2005 because I was having back problems, and I took it for granted. The doctor asked me if I was ever in a car accident. I said no. Was I ever hurt? I said no. And now that I think about it, it could have been from my years of cheerleading when I used to lift people up over my head. I could have arched my back when I was lifting. Anyway, I don't know how I ended up with a hot mess back, but I have one, right? So I'm going to say a week or two ago, as I traveled from the recliner to my daughter's bedroom, because the bed in there is firmer, to the downstairs recliner, I had such a level of sadness. And me being the crazy girl that I am, I don't just sit in it, in my sadness. I always try to say, what can I learn from this? What is this teaching me? How is this helping me? I don't know how the video just cut off, because I don't really think that I was that long. Anyway, I'm laying in the recliner and I'm saying to myself, what is this for? And I'm laying there, but the feelings that I was having in my body were so intense that I couldn't even think straight. Like, if you've ever had pain, and in my case, I'm very grateful, knock some wood, not pain, I have horrible tingling and numbness. It was extra horrible those days. All I longed for was my normalcy. And you don't realize how whole you really are until you feel broken. I'm going to say that again for the people in the back. You do not realize how whole you are until you are broken, right? I mean that to say, as I laid there, I thought about, oh my God, I just want to do my dishes and look out the window and look at the fall leaves. I love the fall. I love the trees. I love the colors that it brings. I kept thinking, wow, I'm taking a couple days off, working from home a couple days. I can't wait to get back to the office. I just want to go back to the office and sit at my desk and stand at my desk and work with my coworkers. And that's how you know that things are just, So when I talk to you about moments, I'm saying, from my perspective, is that we have to live life in our moments. And you don't get a do-over. You don't. Like, when they said to me years ago, it's harder to lose weight when you get older, you don't get a do-over. Or to care for yourself better, maybe take your vitamins, go for walks, do strength training. Back in the day, it was working on your abs was about getting a six-pack. Now, working on your core, we work on our core now, is about stability and supporting our back and our body. And strength training is not to get buff. It is to be healthy, to support the frame that we are carrying, to help fight osteoporosis. Yeah, girls, I'm telling you, I was just 18 a couple years ago in my mind. My kids were babies. In a blink of an eye, they are grown adults, traveling the world and getting married and doing these things and growing up so fast. Yeah, in a blink of an eye, in a moment. Those moments were special, but I don't get to redo them. You don't get to redo your moments. Every time I have a conversation with you, I want to talk to you about real life. But I also want to give you some aha moments or something to take away from this video. Not to just listen to me talk, right? Appreciate your moment. Don't spend time comparing yourself to other people's lives. What they do, what they experience, what they have, what you don't have, all the things that you think in that moment matters. Because I can tell you that it doesn't. Because when you're at your worst, all you wish for is your life. When I'm in pain and living in misery and not knowing what's going to happen, am I going to be able to hold my grandkids? Am I going to be able to walk the dog? Any other time, any normal moment, I don't feel like walking a dog. But when you can't, or you think you can't, boy, do you really want to walk the dog. Boy, did I really want to walk the dog when I didn't feel like that. I don't know why this keeps cutting off on me. I guess it thinks that I'm talking too much. Anyhow, yesterday I got to spend some great moments with my cousin. We had a great time. Those are moments. And closer to the end of that evening, that day, my legs and my back were tingling like a vibrating phone left unread, okay? By a teenager with texting 100 text messages. And I just grinned, and then I just held my body over to try to give my back some space for my discs, and I couldn't take away from those moments. I mean, I had to go home, but it was time to go home anyway. What I want to tell you is, when you are not at your best, or you're sitting in your worst and you don't know where it's going to bring you, you were not thinking about other people's lives. You're not. You're not thinking about other people's vacations. You're not thinking about anybody else's houses. You're not thinking about anybody else's money, how much they have in their bank account, how much money is in their cash envelopes. You are not thinking about any of that. And I pray that you take my advice and you don't have moments like mine. I pray that you don't. I pray that you figure this out, or you just listen to what I'm saying to you and you say, okay, I trust and believe that what you're saying is true. When you were at your worst, all you want is your life. So how wonderful would it be to just enjoy yours now? To love your life the way it is. To love your moments the way it is. To not worry about other people's moments, none of other people's gifts, none of other people's treasures, none of other people's lives, none of other people's spouses, none of other people's relationships, none of other people's trips, vacations, money in the bank, nothing. How wonderful would it be to love yours now? Love yours now. Because when the time comes, when you're in a position that you don't get to enjoy your moments in your life the way that you like to, you're going to wish you had. This is enough for me talking, because my phone has shut off on me twice. I think it's telling me I'm talking too much. But I hope you have an amazing day filled with moments of your own that you love, enjoy, and appreciate. Have a good one.